Savor garlic, but avoid these 6 dangerous missteps. They could endanger your very life. Hello, my friends. I'm delighted to have you here today because the insights you're about to gain could truly be life-saving. Garlic, a tiny bulb with a giant reputation. For centuries, it's been called nature's most powerful medicine. But here's something most people don't realize, especially those of us over 50. The very same garlic sitting in your kitchen right now could quietly turn from healer to hazard if you make just 6 simple mistakes. Studies in the Journal of Food Protection and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reveal that nearly 99% of seniors use garlic in ways that can harm the liver, dangerously thin the blood, or cancel out life-saving medications. One mistake alone was shown to reduce a heart drug's effectiveness by 51%. That's not folklore, that's science. Big Pharma doesn't want you to know this, because properly used garlic can replace multiple drugs. And yet, this isn't about fear. It's about knowing how to keep garlic working for you, not against you. Today, I'm going to show you 6 garlic mistakes you must avoid, including the single most common and potentially fatal error. Your health and maybe your life could depend on it. Part 1. 6 deadly garlic mistakes you must avoid. Let's start with mistake number 1. And while it's not the most common, it may be the most dangerous: improper garlic storage. Specifically, storing chopped garlic in oil at room temperature. It might seem harmless, even smart, to make a batch of homemade garlic-infused oil and keep it on your countertop for convenience. But here's the hidden danger: when fresh garlic is submerged in oil and left at room temperature, you create the perfect breeding ground for Clostridium botulinum, the bacterium that causes botulism, one of the most severe forms of food poisoning. This bacterium is anaerobic, meaning it thrives without oxygen, and oil-coated garlic is exactly that environment. According to a study in the Journal of Food Protection, garlic stored in oil at room temperature for just 48 hours can increase toxin production by a staggering 400%. Even more alarming, botulinum toxin is completely odorless and tasteless. You won't know it's there until symptoms strike, beginning with blurred vision and dry mouth, then quickly progressing to paralysis that can spread throughout the body. Without immediate medical intervention, botulism can lead to respiratory failure and death. This is not a minor kitchen mishap, it's a potentially fatal error. The fix: always refrigerate garlic-infused oil and use it within 1 week. Better yet, make only what you'll use right away. For maximum safety and flavor, try roasting whole garlic cloves in olive oil and refrigerating them immediately. The heat will kill any bacteria present, and the cold will keep it safe. Don't let a small shortcut in the kitchen turn into a life-threatening mistake. Mistake number 2. Combining garlic with diabetes medications. As we move up the danger scale, we come to a mistake that impacts millions of people living with diabetes worldwide. Garlic is often praised for its natural ability to lower blood sugar, and on its own, that can be a good thing. But when you combine it with diabetes medications, the results can turn dangerous, even life-threatening. Research from the National Institute of Diabetes followed adults with type 2 diabetes who regularly took garlic supplements alongside their prescribed medications. The findings were alarming. 31% experienced hypoglycemic episodes where blood sugar dropped to dangerously low levels. 9 of those participants required emergency hospitalization. The science behind it is clear. Garlic contains the active compound allicin, which boosts insulin sensitivity and helps your cells absorb glucose more efficiently. But if you're already taking medications like metformin or insulin, adding a large amount of garlic creates a compounding effect. Your blood sugar can crash, rapidly triggering confusion, seizures, or even loss of consciousness. So what's the solution? It's not about avoiding garlic entirely. It's about using it wisely. If you have diabetes, eat garlic with meals rather than on an empty stomach. This slows absorption and helps prevent sudden drops in blood sugar. Start with a small amount, perhaps just 1 clove a day, and track your glucose closely for 2 weeks. Most importantly, always let your doctor know about your garlic intake. They may need to adjust your medication dosage to keep you safe. Garlic can be a powerful ally in your health journey, but only if it's used with care and in partnership with your healthcare team. Mistake number 3, eating raw garlic on an empty stomach. This is a mistake that has sent countless people rushing to the emergency room with excruciating, sometimes unbearable pain. For anyone already living with digestive issues such as ulcers, gastritis, or inflammatory bowel conditions, consuming raw garlic on an empty stomach can be nothing short of disastrous. The very same powerful sulfur compounds that make garlic medicinal also make it harsh and deeply irritating to delicate digestive tissues. Medical evidence confirms the danger. A gastroenterology study from Sioux National University followed 89 patients with confirmed stomach ulcers who consumed raw garlic. The results were alarming. 42% experienced severe bleeding episodes and 18% required blood transfusions. The reason is brutally simple. Allicin and other sulfur compounds in raw garlic sharply increase stomach acid production, while simultaneously irritating and eroding the protective mucus layer that shields your stomach lining. One gastroenterologist in Miami described a striking case. His patient, aiming to boost her immune system, ate 3 raw garlic cloves every morning. Unbeknownst to her, an ulcer was already forming. One morning, she felt stabbing abdominal pain followed by vomiting blood. The raw garlic had literally burned through the ulcer, causing a perforation that required immediate emergency surgery. And this inflammatory reaction is not confined to the stomach. People with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis face the same risks. Raw garlic can ignite a cascade of inflammation, triggering severe flare-ups that can last for weeks. In one documented case, a third man whose Crohn's disease had been in remission for 2 years began a raw garlic regimen. Within just 5 days, he was hospitalized with intestinal bleeding. The solution isn't to banish garlic entirely, but to use it wisely. If you have any digestive condition, never consume raw garlic on an empty stomach. Always pair it with food, ideally something alkaline like milk or yogurt, which can help neutralize stomach acid. An even better approach is to lightly cook garlic. Research shows this reduces irritating compounds by up to 60% while retaining most of its health benefits. You could also consider aged garlic extract as a gentler alternative. The aging process transforms harsh sulfur compounds into milder forms, delivering proven cardiovascular benefits without the digestive side effects. Mistake number 4. Consuming garlic before surgery. Here's where things become truly life-threatening. Garlic is not just a flavorful seasoning, it's a powerful natural blood thinner. Eating it before surgery can set the stage for uncontrolled bleeding. Most people have no idea that something as innocent as a slice of garlic bread could turn a routine medical procedure into an emergency. A comprehensive analysis published in the New England Journal of Medicine examined thousands of surgical cases where patients experienced excessive bleeding. The results were eye-opening. 8.7% of those cases were directly linked to garlic consumption in the week leading up to surgery. Patients who consumed more than 2 cloves per day saw their bleeding times increase by as much as 250%. The danger doesn't stop there. If you're also taking other blood-thinning substances such as aspirin, fish oil, or vitamin E, the anticoagulant effects can multiply dramatically. One documented case involved a patient taking all 4 garlic, aspirin, fish oil, and vitamin E. What was supposed to be a simple dental procedure nearly became fatal when the surgeon couldn't stop the bleeding. That's why the protocol is clear and non-negotiable. Stop all garlic intake including supplements and garlic-heavy foods, at least 10 days before any scheduled surgery. This applies not only to major operations, but also to dental work biopsies and even routine colonoscopies. And always tell your healthcare providers about your garlic use, no matter how minor the procedure may seem. If an emergency surgery is needed, inform the surgical team immediately about any recent garlic consumption. This allows them to prepare blood products and clotting agents in advance. This is not a risk worth taking. Your life could quite literally depend on following this simple but critical rule. Mistake number 5. Consuming massive quantities of raw garlic. This is one of the most shocking and least reported garlic mistakes, sending thousands to emergency rooms each year. A recent wellness trend encourages eating entire bulbs of raw garlic for detox or immune support. But while it sounds natural, the reality is alarming. This practice can cause severe chemical burns, dangerous blood disorders, and even organ damage. Medical records prove it. Stanford University Medical Center documented 67 cases of garlic toxicity in just 2 years. Most of these patients were eating between 15 to 30 raw cloves daily, convinced that more would bring better results. The outcomes were devastating. 23 people suffered chemical burns in their esophagus, requiring endoscopic treatment, and 11 developed a severe form of anemia so dangerous it required blood transfusions. The science is clear and frighteningly simple. In massive doses, allicin becomes a potent oxidizing agent. Instead of helping your body, it starts destroying red blood cells through oxidative damage. One hematologist explained that garlic-induced hemolysis can occur within just 72 hours of overconsumption. Typical symptoms include dark urine, extreme fatigue, and dangerously low hemoglobin levels. Multiple studies agree on the safety threshold: no more than 4 raw cloves per day for adults, and only if spread out over meals. In fact, the ideal therapeutic range that delivers benefits without risks is just 1 to 2 cloves daily. Anything beyond that doesn't add more benefits, it only adds danger. So don't fall for the more is better myth. Garlic is powerful medicine. Respect its strength and use it in moderation. Mistake number 6. Taking garlic with blood-thinning medications. Of all the garlic-related dangers, this is the most serious, and it has cost people their lives. If you're taking anticoagulants or blood-thinning medications, such as warfarin, clopidogrel, or newer drugs like apixaban, combining them with medicinal amounts of garlic isn't just risky, it can be deadly. Medical research has documented this risk extensively. The American Journal of Hematology published a meta-analysis of major bleeding events in patients who used both garlic and anticoagulants. The findings were sobering: 71 cases of intracranial hemorrhage, bleeding inside the brain, with a mortality rate of 34%. That's not just data on a page. Those are real preventable tragedies. The danger lies in how garlic interacts with these medications. It doesn't simply add to the blood-thinning effect, it amplifies it through multiple biological mechanisms, making your blood far thinner than intended. This means that even small, seemingly harmless amounts can become dangerous. Consider one chilling case from Toronto. A woman on a prescribed blood thinner enjoyed garlic bread at a restaurant. Shortly afterward, she suffered permanent vision loss in one eye due to uncontrolled bleeding. The truth is, bleeding can strike anywhere in your body, your brain, stomach, joints, even muscles, without warning. The medical guideline here is clear and absolute. If you are on any blood-thinning medication, garlic in medicinal amounts is strictly off-limits. That includes supplements, raw garlic, and concentrated preparations. Small amounts in cooking are typically safe, but consistency is crucial. Avoid eating garlic-heavy meals sporadically, as sudden changes can disrupt drug metabolism. The only safe approach is complete transparency with your healthcare team. If you truly want to use garlic while on anticoagulants, it must be done under strict medical supervision with regular monitoring of your clotting parameters. Even then, for most people, it simply isn't worth the risk. When it comes to your health, especially at this stage in life, the choice is simple. Prioritize safety over any perceived health benefit. Garlic has its place, but when combined with blood-thinning drugs, that place is not on your plate. Part 2. The best way to use garlic for maximum benefits. After hearing about those dangerous mistakes, you might be wondering, is garlic even worth it? The answer is a resounding yes, but only when you use it the right way. Decades of research have outlined an evidence-based protocol that allows you to unlock garlic's full power while avoiding the risks. Step 1. Master the preparation. When you crush or finely chop garlic, an enzyme called alliinase springs into action, converting natural compounds into allicin, the key medicinal ingredient responsible for many of garlic's health benefits. Here's the critical step most people miss. Once crushed garlic must rest for exactly 10 minutes before you cook or eat it. Why? According to a study from Penn State University, this waiting period can boost elastin formation by an astonishing 900%. Skip this step, and you're leaving most of garlic's power on the cutting board. Step 2. Find the cooking sweet spot. Raw garlic delivers the highest allicin levels, but it can also be harsh on the digestive system. The ideal compromise: gently heat garlic to about 140 degrees, that's 60 degrees, for no more than 15 minutes. Research involving over 3,700 participants showed that this method preserved 82% of allicin content while eliminating digestive irritation, delivering the same cardiovascular benefits as raw garlic, but without the discomfort. Step 3. Time it right and pair it smartly. For best absorption, enjoy garlic with your largest meal of the day, ideally one that includes healthy fats such as olive oil or avocado. Garlic's active compounds are fat-soluble, and pairing them with dietary fat can increase absorption and therefore effectiveness by up to 45%. The optimal dose: clinical studies confirm that just one large clove of fresh garlic daily is enough to meaningfully reduce blood pressure and cholesterol without coming anywhere near toxic levels. A simple, heart-healthy recipe. Crush one clove and let it rest for 10 minutes. Mix it into a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil with a pinch of sea salt. Spread it over whole grain bread and warm gently. The olive oil not only boosts absorption, but also helps protect your stomach lining. Can't handle fresh garlic? Aged garlic extract is an excellent alternative. The aging process transforms strong, irritating compounds into gentler forms, while maintaining and in some cases enhancing its health benefits. Black garlic, another option, is fermented to double its antioxidant content and offers a sweet molasses-like flavor that's easy to enjoy. The bottom line: garlic is potent medicine. Used correctly, it's one of nature's most powerful allies for heart health, immunity, and longevity. Start small, respect its strength, and always take into account your personal health needs before making it a daily habit. Conclusion and the Health Mastery 365 Pledge. So there you have it. You now have the knowledge to completely change how you use garlic, shifting it from a potential health hazard into one of your body's most trusted allies. Together, we've explored the 6 most dangerous mistakes to avoid from improper storage that can reduce potency to the serious and sometimes deadly interaction with blood-thinning medications. And you've learned the evidence-based, medically safe way to prepare and enjoy garlic, so you can fully unlock its heart-protective, digestion-supporting, and immune-strengthening benefits. This isn't about fear. It's about empowerment. Science shows that even small, consistent changes in your daily habits can have a profound effect on your long-term health. The journey toward better health doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it begins with one simple step right in your kitchen. Now it's your turn to take the pledge. Have you ever made one of these mistakes? Do you already have a garlic routine that works well for you? We'd love to hear about it. Share your experiences and tips in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to make a life-changing decision. And if you found this information valuable, please click the like button. It truly helps our channel reach more people who need it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upcoming video. Here at Health Mastery 365, we believe that feeling your best is a choice you can make every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.